Now that you've had a chance to think of different ways to respond, let's see how this discussion played out. Ms. Silva says,
Okay, we have a disagreement here. Nancy is saying Mars is close to the sun, and Raoul is saying it is not. Who wants to respond? Lexi?
Lexi replies,
I agree with Raoul because in one of our books, it wasn't that close.
Then Lexi gets the book. The students compare the model in the book with their own model. After the discussion, Nancy changed her mind and agreed that Mars is further away from the sun. The other students agreed too. In Miss Silva's class, instead of the teacher completing the conversation by telling Nancy she was wrong, Miss Silva used the agree and disagree talk moves to engage students in the discussion. Students were able to explain their reasons with evidence. For example, Lexi referenced the textbook they previously discussed and respectfully challenged each other with counterexamples. They even were able to propose a simple experiment to evaluate a particular claim, that is, by comparing the model in the book with their own model. Further, in a classroom culture of talk, students aren't afraid to go public with their ideas, even if they might be wrong. It could have been the case that Nancy was thinking about Mercury instead of Mars, and that would have been informative to the teacher to see her reasoning. Students like Nancy are willing and open to changing their minds when better evidence is presented. Valuing rich discussions and reasoning means that students are able to hear each other out, agree and disagree, and even change their minds as new evidence is introduced. Nancy doesn't feel rejected or insulted when others disagree with her in a respectful way. Agree and disagree talk moves are a good way to have students explain a common experience like a demonstration they've seen, lab activity, or when there are different solutions. Some activities that you can use to practice the agree and disagree talk moves include the agree-disagree line and 4 quadrants outlined here. When asked which talk move students used the most, agree and disagree were among the favorites. Here are some students sharing why they use the agree and disagree talk moves during discussions.
And usually agree because a lot of people say really good ideas.
Why do you use agree or disagree with someone?
Because if somebody's wrong, I don't have to say it out loud to hurt their feelings.
Okay. Tell me, why do you use agree?
Agree, because some people have the same, good ideas, and they have the same idea as me, so okay. I agree with them.
Think and reflect how you will introduce the agree and disagree talk moves in your class. You have these guiding questions in the resource library page at the end of this module to help you.